There we go. Hello. It was just buffering there for a minute, and I was like, what is happening? Okay, I'm going to try and put this on TikTok for a couple minutes too. Hi. There we are. I was like, it was just sitting there like buffering for a little bit. Hello. I'm going live over on YouTube. Hello. Oh my God. Yay, people are joining. I was like, this is my first time going live on YouTube. Is anyone going to be here? So I'm going to have it up here on TikTok for just a couple of minutes, but you can join over on YouTube if you want to join. I'm going to be, I grabbed some hope bins. I have 2 of them because I don't know how much I'm going to get through because I'm going to, be just sitting here, obviously. I'm not going to get up and walk around the house putting things away, but these are truly a surprise. I don't know what is in them. I grabbed one from my office and one from my closet, and they've been there for a really long time. So if you're on TikTok and you want to join over on YouTube, I'll be shutting down over here in just a couple of minutes and doing everything over on YouTube. And yeah, Hope Bin is, if you haven't seen Hope Bins before, which I feel like if you're here, you probably have. Hope Bin is my name for a doom box or a doom bin. Renamed so that they don't stress you out. But yeah, basically anytime anything, like I just need to like do a sweep of my house, or I've been at Becca Live since the end of TikTok. I was literally, that was, I think the last time that I went live was when TikTok went dark. That was crazy. Just like actually, like everyone in there, the screen recordings of that, and everybody like saying goodbye on my frozen face. That was wild. If anybody has a bin that they want to grab of their own, if you want to have a pile that you would like to tackle, if you have a project that you would like to do and just do some body doubling, we can do that too. I know that I find it very helpful to have other people around when I am trying to get stuff done. So I'm just gonna start going through. One thing already fell out. This is a workout band of some sort. So I actually do know where the basket is with all of my exercise stuff, my yoga mat and things. So I'm going to put that in there. These are record shelves. Actually, I think this is a whole thing of record shelves. It is. I had these up in one spot where they don't fit anymore because I moved furniture around after my former partner moved out, but I do want to put them up somewhere, especially now that I actually like have nice speakers and actually use my record player, which, fun fact, was my dad's record player. So it's like vintage, all in the family. I'm trying to work on my own record collection. I don't know how all of these are going to be back in here. This doesn't matter. I do want to put these up. I'm going to put them right here and they will go. I have to, okay, here's a rule for myself. I have to decide where everything goes, even though I can't get up and put it away right now. Hi, if you're on TikTok, I'm going live on YouTube. And so I'm going to shut down on TikTok in just a couple of minutes when I'm going to be on YouTube sorting a couple of hope bins. So if you want to join over there, you can. Bring a project of your own. Okay, the rule for myself is going to be that I have to have somewhere to put it in order for me to keep it. Where, if anyone, I feel like I just need to have a little, like with tools and things, like a bin of, or like a drawer of stuff, like where the command strips and things go. I feel like that's where this should go. And like my extra pieces of my Elfa closet system from the Container Store, that kind of stuff. Okay, you know what? I'll let TikTok run for just a couple more minutes. And then paper. Nice paper. I don't know what this is from. Is this photo paper? It actually doesn't say what it is, but it is really thick I feel like this is going to be office stuff. Okay. We're going to make a paper pile. You're working on your own pantry bins and junk drawer. Great. Yes. I hope that please update me if you like finish, like as you finish each individual thing, a bin or a junk drawer. That will motivate me to keep going too. It's nice to be able to body double together. Okay. Oh, hi. Okay, if you're on TikTok, I am going to shut it down over here and just continue over on YouTube. I'm so new to all of this, and like trying to do it on 2 screens is a lot. So I'm going to be over on YouTube, and you can go over there, and I will see you there, and we will sort through the bins. Okay, bye. You don't go anywhere. Okay, paper. I'm going to make a paper pile because I feel like that's where I think going through other bins, I am going to come across like cards, and I know that there are printers in a bin somewhere, which is, I was just about to put this down. This is just a file that says Becca. This is where we're going to put all of the paper products. I feel like this came from my office when I worked in an office, which would be 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I was working in an office. This is trash. This is trash. Great. Love that we're just gonna make a little trash pile over there. Oh, this is from Vital Farms. That's a Vital Farms sticker. And coupons that expired in 2025. So that's why we don't. Oh, and an egg hat. I actually don't think I would wear, I like the egg, but I don't think I would wear the black hat because it just blends in with my hair too much. So that's going to go into my little like giveaway pile. A little tiny spatula. Vital Farms must have sent me merch, and it ended up in a hope bin, which is funny because I love Vital Farms eggs. That's going to go to the kitchen. Make a kitchen pile. Oh, I was just looking for this. This is a fan, one of those neck fans that I bought for when I went to New York last summer, and it was 106 degrees. It was the crazy heat wave last June, and so I got this before I left, and it was definitely a lifesaver, but also it's just so clunky, and you can't like throw it in a purse or anything. You just kind of have to wear it all the time, and I just didn't like wearing it 100% of the time, and I just offered it to a friend who is stuck taking public transit right now and has been like super hot in LA. So I'm going to let them have this, and I'll put it with the giveaway stuff because I'm giving it away, and that will just go towards the door regardless of who is getting it. A pin that says Whims Lawn Day. Yeah, some merch must have had, or some like PR stuff must have ended up in here. That's from Whims, which is like the little, do I need to be talking through all of this? Do you want me to talk through all of this? Or should I just be quiet so you can also do your projects? Okay. This is going to go with all of my pins, which are in my bedroom with my jewelry. So we're just going to make, okay. I'm just making a lot of separate piles. Yes, keep talking. Okay, I love you. Thank you for the encouragement. Another sticker. I'm just making a sticker pile right now, and then we'll see where the stickers, I just dropped that one. We'll see where the stickers end up. It went back here. This one is from Noise. They are a fragrance brand that I like. So that's great. This is a little packing cube. I have other ones that I use. This is like, yeah, this one has a hole in it, but that doesn't matter. I can still use it, and I can mend it if I need. Okay, this is gonna go with my luggage. What are you making for dinner? I don't know what I'm having for dinner yet. There's more coupons. This is gonna be painful. Also, because these were free eggs. These expired last year. I'm mad at myself for, okay, I'm not even gonna look at how many coupons I had for free Vital Farms eggs because that's gonna hurt my own feelings. Bitchin' sauce also expired. I Here's the thing though about bitchin' sauce is I used to live on this stuff. I first discovered it when they were in San Diego selling at the farmers market because my pasta with heirloom tomato sauce. Ugh, tomato season. Yes, all over. I'm just like eating tomatoes nonstop right now. I feel like it's the base of my diet. I'm gonna go into withdrawal come October. I started eating bitchin' sauce like way back when they were at the farmers market in San Diego because my brother was living in San Diego and I went down to visit and tried it for the first time and was completely obsessed. I would literally eat it with a spoon. I would put it on vegetables, I would put it on a salad, I would eat it with chips, I would put it on everything. And then I got so excited because I talked about it a lot. I like constantly had I'm so glad other people are body doubling. I constantly had it in my kitchen. And I remember when they got into Costco and finally had the big tubs of it and I was like, well, now my life is made because I don't have to buy the small ones anymore. And then all of a sudden, it just started getting weird. And I was like, it's just not as good as it used to be. And then I was like, am I having like one of those things where I've just like eaten it so much that I'm not enjoying it as much as I used to? And then I was scrolling one day and I saw this video on TikTok from the brother. It was a family business. And I guess it wasn't from the brothers, but it was like from somebody who was doing like an expose on bitchin' sauce, talking about how don't make me side with a man, but the brothers got ousted from the business by their sister and her husband, I think. And I could rep it if I want to, though. I was so excited the first time they sent me PR. I was like, my life is made. I literally had a bitchin' sauce party because I had so much. I was like, I can't consume all of this on my own. Oh, this is from Vital Farms. And from East Fork Pottery. When East Fork sent me stuff. I'm gonna put this with the paper things. I do have a little box, a good box, that I keep with like cards and things, but also just like postcards and stuff from like brands that I like. And I don't know, it feels special to capture and kind of this moment in time, like this moment in my life, and sort of like take stock of like all of the things that I'm receiving, especially from brands that I support and really, really love. So this is just, I feel like it was tying probably sheets or something, some sort of fabric that came tied with a piece of fabric. I am going to put this with whatever I would consider to be gifty supplies. I'm going to put it near the paper products because that'll go into my office. Yes, cards from small business. Yes, I have. So sometimes I'm like, am I supposed to age out of this at some point? But whatever. My mirror in my bedroom is just like a collage of a bunch of cards and postcards and little things like notes that people have sent me. And I don't know. I love looking in the mirror and like seeing all of these things. And so many of those businesses put so much love into the art or like, the design of the things that they include in their packages. And I love that. And I love it when I order from a small business and I like get the same card over and over and over again, and then they switch it. It's like Free Label does that sometimes, or like there are a lot of jewelry brands where they have like artwork for a season, and then you order something again, and then it's a totally different thing, and I get so stoked. Oh, Mega Babe. Body dust and a big powder puff that I definitely used and has dust on it. This is just so big. I think that's probably why it ended up in a bin. I think it probably took it somewhere and then it just never made it back into the bathroom, which is where it belongs. Okay, bathroom. More free eggs. RIP free eggs. That is so sad. Okay, the question is, does this Sharpie write? We'll test the inside. The Sharpie does write. So the Sharpie will go to the office. It's going to get hooked on there. This is definitely office things. I don't know where I got this. I want to make sure I opened it the right way. But someone at some point in my life gave me this little thing, and it just has pens in it. I feel like every time I clean out my office, I go through this and I test every pen and I get rid of the ones that don't work. But I don't know the last time I actually reached for a pen from here. And that feels like, I will say, I do come in here for Post-its. There are Post-its in here. Also, good to know there is a hole punch if I ever need a hole punch. This is where like highlighters and the micron pens. I used to do calligraphy, so I have a lot of like calligraphy and hand lettering. So I have a lot of pens. But my office has been a disaster for a while, and I feel like that's why everything just ended up. Yeah, you have to. But my problem is that now I only use, for writing, pretty much I only use the Muji ones, the 0.35. I don't have one on me, I don't think. Oh no, I do. Haha. There's always one in reach. It is 0.38. Yeah, the Muji 0.38. Like, this is the only pen that I use anymore. And I think when I had filled this up, I still used a variety of pens, but it has like highlighters and like, I feel like a felt tip pen, that's different. Oh, yeah, what are you supposed to do with this? This is a certificate of completion from the Hi Ivy, from the One Creator Lab, which was like a marketing program that I did a couple of years ago. That was very cool. And we like went to TikTok to have our little graduation and stuff, which was great. I didn't want to work in a branding agency, so I didn't really do anything with it after that. I have never done anything with my college diploma. I don't even know what I would do with that. Oh, I'm glad that you're here and that, yeah, use this, please. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, but I also, it's one of those things where it's like, what do you do with it? But also, one pantry bit. Oh yeah, that's the thing about going through the pantry. It's much like the coupons for the eggs, where like I really let all of that go to waste. That was free money, or that was money that I now just threw away. But that's okay. We learn from the things that we have to throw away, right? And then we try and take care of ourselves going forward. If anybody has ideas on anything that they've ever done with something like a diploma, I don't know. I feel like this is just going to go to storage. Do I need to keep it for anything? Probably not, but I feel weird throwing it away. That's probably something I need to investigate, because I could just get rid of it. This, okay. I think this was my dad's once upon a time. This like really nice little leather folder. I should make sure that yes, no, that definitely has old contact information on it. Wait, this has old headshots. This has old Becca headshots. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, I think this is just a this is just a collection. Oh, those are these the same? Yep. Wow. A mess. Your parents, oh yeah, framed your diplomas. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like my college one is probably framed somewhere, but that is just like sitting in a bin in storage. Framing. Scanned or photographed. Smart. I don't think anybody cares about, I mean, no one ever cared about me having a theater degree, whether I was doing theater or literally anything else. So I just never I was never in a job that required anybody knowing what it is that I graduated with. Okay, yeah, if you have a master's though, I feel like put that up on what's your Zoom background, I feel like that's something you want to show off. I'm gonna just put this with the paper things because also this is a nice file. This is a nice folder. So I feel like it just needs to live with the folder things. Okay. This is notes that I took at a retirement income planning workshop when I was working at a public radio station, and they brought in someone from a credit union, a local credit union, to talk to us about retirement planning. What does retirement, I didn't spell that right. Wow, I was writing quick. What does retirement mean to you? Think about intentional retirement. Retire on purpose. When do you plan to retire? How long will you be retired? Your money should go into a 403B, which is the nonprofit version of a 401k, SS, and then savings. What's SS? Oh, a birth certificate. Okay, so I do have a box that has like birth certificate, social security card, like those kind of important documents, but it's not as big as, it's so big. I feel like the box is like half the size because those ones are small. What is SS? Social Security. That's where your money will come from. That's what your income will be, your 403B, your Social Security, and your savings. Yes. Start now. I have that written fancy. Wow. I kept spelling retirement wrong. I think I was writing really quickly, and I think because I was writing the down for the R, I kept skipping the I. It all says retreatment. That's just funny. I feel like I put the down and then I thought that was the I, and then I kept okay. Early retirement, fewer accumulation years, longer distribution period, impact on Social Security, 62, healthcare, and Medicare, 65. Oh, that's when you can start drawing out of those. If you're working during retirement, reduce the demands on personal savings, potential access to healthcare, effects on Social Security, and non-financial benefits. Keeping your brain alive. You're saying this goes in the trash pile? Let me read through it first. Hold on. Let me make sure that I remember how many. It's just a little. Yeah, we'll see if they tell us not to. I just can't freak out about it. I've been paying into Social Security my entire working career. Like I want it. Give it to me. How much do you need? 60 to 90% of your current income is the magic number, according to this dude. Money Guide Pro. That must be something of theirs. Consider health and other factors, change in expenses, housing down, medical up. Housing down if you own a house. This feels very retirement 101. Yeah, no, you're right. I think it was maybe just the first time anyone talked to me about it. Your housing expenses, I think, only go down if you buy a house and you have paid it off. Otherwise, you're continuing to pay rent. And then your medical expenses do go up. Activity level, travel, etc. Taxes, market risk, Social Security. Open an IRA in addition to a 403B. I did that eventually. Not when he told me to, but later. Oh, yeah, this was 2018. 2018 contribute up to $5,500. $7,500 now. Personal savings. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is very okay. This is going to be the base of the trash pile. Recycling for the paper goods. This is double-sided tape for arts, crafts, photography, scrapbooking. Okay, the box is going to go away because that's unnecessary, and this will go. Librarian encourage me to throw things away, please, because that's why I end up with bins full of stuff, because I put them in the bin instead of throwing them away. Okay, this should go with craft supplies, right? Not with the shelves are going to go with like command strips and things, but those are like homeware. This should go with craft supplies. Actually, you know where I'm going to put it? Because that's what this kind of is. And there's other tapey things in there. Great. And if new things are going in there, maybe I will actually look in there more often. This is a sample from Noise. It's called Detour. Top note, Spanish mandarin, apple blossom. Middle, gardenia bloom, jasmine petals. Base, skin musk, and vanilla. I don't know if I've smelled this one. I can either put it with my fragrances. Oh, I'm very much getting the apple. How many straws is too many straws? Are they, I was about to say, are they disposable or reusable? I feel like if they're disposable straws, you want to put them with like napkins and things like party supplies because they don't need to be out. And reusable straws, I think it depends how many, like how often do you use a reusable straw? Like I have more than I need for sure, but I'll like maybe use it once or twice a week. I feel like if you use them every day, then like maybe you want more. Are you using short cups, tall cups? Like, do you have different ones that you want? I think it's fine to have multiples. That's something that doesn't take up very much space. But if you have more than like 5, that seems like you probably don't need them. I think this is a little apple-y for me. I think it's a little fruity for me. So I'm going to put it in with PR stuff. I'll just put it in the, here, I'll put it with the giveaway, but that's going to go into my PR pile. And then people can choose from them. There's more of the tape, the double-sided tape. Don't know what project I was doing, but I clearly needed tape for it. I don't know if all of these are going to fit in here. Are you? No. Yes. I'm good at Tetrising. Oh. Shape tape. It was tape for, okay, that's gonna go. Okay. There's a jewelry pile. Or, yeah, there's a pile for jewelry stuff, so that's gonna go to the bedroom. To go away with bras and things. It's a little bag. I think this is from Biossance. It's padded, so I have used it for camera, like not my like nice cameras, but like some of my smaller cameras or like film stuff, just like as like a travel pouch. So I'm going to put that actually with this one. I'm just gonna put them together. And then these will end up in the same place. Okay, we're getting actually towards, do I have another pin? This one. Okay, I'm gonna take it out of the little doodad. You're gonna go to the trash, but it is a cute little Vital Farms pin. I'll put that with the other one. What are you? Jewelry box. How do I open you? It has a, I'm very, it can't possibly have anything in it. I think this must have been wrapped around it before and used to pull the thing out. And now I guess I pushed the thing back in, but didn't wrap that around. It's not making any noise. That's just gonna go away. That's just gonna get thrown away. Oh, there are a bunch of miscellaneous fragrance samples in here. Okay, I'm not going to spray all of these. Oh, some of these are from a company that like went down in, I don't know all of the details, so I'm not going to go into it, but like sort of went down in spectacular fashion on TikTok a couple of years ago. And when I say a couple of years ago, probably like 5 years ago. I remember these smelled really good, but then you like weren't able to get, I was like the only person, I was like one of the only people who actually got the sample sets that the discovery sets that they ordered, and like other people just didn't, they just never shipped. And then the guy like went dark, and I guess I took out some of the ones that I don't really wear, and maybe it was letting my friends smell them, and that's probably how they ended up in here. Okay, this is Replica Springtime in a Park. That seems correct. All of these ones from that company. And then there are 2 in here from Thin Wild Mercury that I just don't wear, that somebody would definitely get some use out of. Zuma, which is a little like dirty beachy. It's very like, for some reason, it smells like what I imagine like a I don't even want to say a young Matthew McConaughey, but like there's something about, I feel like when I first smelled this, I was like, Thin Wild Mercury is so good. I almost said Chateau, not Chateau. Whiskey 1969 is one of my favorite fragrances. Like, it's so good. I love it so much. It's one of those that I'm like, I wear it a lot. It has a good dent, but I actually have not tried I only have the LA sample set. And she just moved back to LA. I would really like to connect with her at some point. But I do want to get the other one because I haven't smelled the New York fragrances. And then Chateau, which I do really like, but I wore it one time and it just like was a little too rosy on my skin. So I ended up being like, oh, that's gonna be better for somebody else. I'm gonna put this in the hat. Because this is where PR stuff is going. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, nope. I tried to rest it up high. I don't know why I did that. It's gonna make a mess. Okay, then this is gonna go with that as well. This is why when I do the Hope Bin videos, I put everything away, because now I'm just going to be surrounded by a bunch of piles at the end of this. My mom used to live, my parents are together. They live together. But my parents lived near an alpaca farm at one point. And so my mom was obsessed with alpaca. Oh, yay. I'm glad that it's done. I'm sorry that it was a triggering assignment, and I'm glad that you're done with it. And hopefully, yeah, ED stuff seeps into everything, and that has to be really difficult going through a course like that. My mom used to go to an alpaca farm all the time, and she would just like send me stuff because I went through a fiber arts phase. I was doing a lot of like not knitting. I would like to learn to knit. I was doing a lot of weaving. And like I have a bunch of weavings all over my house, and I used to sell some, and macrame. I sold. These are like really nice yarns. They're so soft, and I just haven't done anything fiber art wise in a while, but I'm doing that 26 and 2026, like trying 26 new things this year. And one of the things that I would like to try is knitting and crochet, but like knitting just feels like a thing that would be up my alley, and I haven't ever learned. And so I would like to, and I'm like, I don't want to get rid of these yarns, even though I haven't used them, because then I feel like I would be able to use them for that if I were to pick it up. I was about to say there's trash. No, there's another noise sticker. I think that one is a little wonky though. It's gonna go in the trash. And some twine. So these I feel like they're gonna go with craft things. I can thank you. Look, it already goes with like what I'm wearing. I do want to learn. It's on the list. I think some people sent me some tutorials and stuff. And somebody also suggested taking a class, like actually going in person and taking a class. And I think that might be nice just to like actually have a group there. Cause I went to like a mending class, and it was funny because once I was there, I was like, oh, I probably actually didn't need someone to teach me how to do this. Like I could have just watched something on like the stitches or whatever, but it was nice to be in community and like a group of people who were all doing the thing. And also other people who maybe like had never even picked up a sewing needle before, or like, you know, were asking a lot of questions and had a lot of curiosity about it. Cause then I felt like I was able to learn from their curiosity of like things that would also be a cute date night. It's a very good idea. Yeah. So, and I feel like I was able to learn things from their, like the questions that other people ask. 'Cause I'm not a big question asker. I think it's the introvert in me, but I'm just sort of like, I'm just gonna like, unless there's something that's like really scratching at my brain, like I'm just gonna sit and like absorb whatever the lessons are. I'm not gonna raise my hand in a group of people and ask a question. So it is nice when there are other people who are willing to do that, but aren't the like film bro at a film screening, make it all about them asking a question type, you know? Okay. At the risk of, okay, we have one more bin to go through. So like this actually, it's gonna be fine. I say at the risk of making, just remaking a hope bin, this is going to be the basket that goes into my office. And so the craft things and this, which has the tape in it, and the paper are going to go into this bin. The rest of this is going to go to all of the places that it's going to go to. This came from the bottom of my closet. Okay. It's got two lids to start with. Are there two bins? No, there are not two bins, but there are two lids. So there's another bin somewhere. This seems like perhaps a time that good job being halfway through your box. Yeah, I'm halfway through too, I guess, because I did the basket and now we're onto the bin. It does look like this was maybe from a bathroom clean out. There's tea in there though. That's weird. This seems like it was maybe from a bathroom clean out, and then so I think there's gonna be a lot of expired things in here that probably just need to go away. I, for a period of time, did everybody fall victim to this? Use the Quip toothbrushes. I hated it. I definitely went back to a toothbrush that like brushed my teeth better. But when they would send you the replacement brush heads, they would come in these things. And I use these for like hair ties and bobby pins and stuff when I go on vacation. Just like throwing them in my bag. They're actually very useful. So this is going to go in the bathroom. I had a thing for the bathroom, right? Oh yes, it's with the powder puff. Okay, that's gonna go in the bathroom with travel supplies. This is sad because I definitely this has been in the bottom of my closet. I'm gonna say, what is time? More than 2 years, probably 3, because it's been a year and a half since my former partner moved out, which means like the things that have been rotting in there were rotting in there for at least a year before that. So it's okay. So any sort of cosmetic things that are in here are expired, and we're just gonna, this is medication. So I'm just gonna, let's actually look and see when, yeah, it says 2023. Food bins are done. Great job with your food bins. Yes, do just go through and just be like, what do I have? How do I throw this onto a plate? Okay, I gotta get rid of the medication and then toss the bottle. That bottle did confirm that this stuff was from, well, it expired in 2023, so it's probably from a year before that. Cool. Colleen Rothschild, BioAssure replenishing oil. I did put a little bit. It is something that I need it to be fully effective. But I could put it in, sometimes I could put it with the earthquake supplies. It actually could go in my disaster kit, because then when it comes to, oh no, all of the pharmacies are closed and we're living off the land, I probably won't care if it's 100% effective as long as it works a little bit. Oh, definitely make that egg bake. Just crack the eggs in there. Put a little bit of cheese on it. Throw some greens in. I really liked this retinol from Protocol. Oh well. This was some kind of prescription cream. Don't know what it was for, but it expired in 2023. So that's also gonna go away. I should probably get like a trash bag for this stuff. It's fine. I'll get it after it's over. Violet FR. I don't want to get rid of Violet FR. This is a lotion. That's fine, right? It's just like a moisturizing lotion. It's not, I feel like if it doesn't have like active ingredients in it, like it's not gonna hurt anything. That makes me really sad that still feels really nice. Okay, I'm keeping this. That's going to the bathroom. Sailor Cream. I love all of their stuff. This is smashed, so I'm not gonna bother keeping that. New Face Gel. I think this is almost empty anyway, which makes sense. A very water damaged or something damaged. It says Evolve Together deodorant. Yeah, that's like all dried and crusty. Yeah, I'm trying not to be a person who just does this anymore, but it is I feel like especially when we used to like entertain a lot, sometimes there were just so many little piles of things, and so it felt easier to just put everything into a bin and then deal with it later, but then I never actually dealt with it later. Murad Cellular Hydration Repair Cream. I'm sure that was lovely. I really like everything from Murad. Blisters Be Gone. Ugh. This is all crusty. That's not going to keep any blisters away at this point. I think it was like a foot blister stick situation. Mega Babe. I have newer, not dry and crusty versions of Mega Babe that I've gotten. Oh, I picked this up and then I put it back down in the bin. I'm not kidding. I was just up at my parents' place a couple of months ago, and my brother, oh, he asked for Tums. That's what it was, because I made something that had a lot of tomatoes in it. And he was like, I'm going to have heartburn. Can you please get me some Tums to my dad? And my dad brought out Tums that, no joke, expired in 1998. 1998. My brother was like, we just started laughing. We're like, what are you? And then he brought out new ones. But I was like, can someone, those, do you know how many houses those have moved? You didn't live in Seattle. You lived in Virginia. You moved from Virginia to a different house in Virginia, all the way up to Massachusetts, and then all the way to Seattle. And you brought Tums that expired in 1998. Okay. If my parents are watching, I love you so much. And clearly, I've I've taken after you, so I can't. This is a pill cutter. I do take half a pill every day, and I break my pills in half, and with my hands. And I was doing that while I was visiting my parents, and my mom was like, "Do you want a pill cutter?" And I was like, "No, because they're so bulky." And I still don't want it. Should I give it away, or should I throw it away? Will someone want a pill cutter? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, Becca's dad. We love you, and toss it. Okay. Okay. It does have dust, the dust of my medicine on it. So this is just the case for House Labs Face Lace, which was a mask I wore to a masquerade, fantasy formal masquerade wedding a couple of years ago. Old masks. They say cool on them. They're just fabric. If I'm going to wear a mask, it's going to be a little N95. I don't need those, right? Yeah, dude. I'm impressed that the Tums were still in like Tums form. I will say the reason that my brother even looked at the expiration date is because they were looking a little rough, a little gum soft picks. Yeah. And then flossers. I use floss. I like regular plain old floss. I fractured my elbow 12 years ago, 10 years ago, somewhere in there. And I couldn't floss because I couldn't reach up that, because I couldn't use that one arm. And so I had flossers and things so I could do everything one-handed. And now I just have a bunch of them left over. That feels like a weird thing to throw away, though. But that's why I hold on to them. I'm throwing them away. I'm Fresh Lotus Youth Preserving Resurfacing Dream Serum. Goodbye. Earth Harbor, some sort of serum. Goodbye. I know where I got this lipstick, which is not a color that I would ever wear, but I got it. Also, don't pay attention to my one busted nail. But this is it's just so pretty, and I just really I'm putting it back on my vanity. I just think it's pretty, and that's why I got it at an estate sale. I bought lipstick at an estate sale. Is that weird? Some sort of sample of a thing that can definitely get tossed. Goodbye flossers. Yeah. And thank you, right? The lipstick tube is very cute. It belongs on a vanity. It belongs as a display piece. I really like Gen C and I like their stuff, but I clearly didn't wear those. Murad retinol serum. Goodbye. Samples of Inner Sense, which is but all of these are old. New Face peptide serum. Goodbye. Old dry shampoo. Goodbye. Oh my God, I'm such a nerd. When I went to college, this was one of the little things that I bought. I don't know, whatever, Bed Bath & Beyond or wherever I bought stuff to go to college, for Q-tips, because then when you put Q-tips in it, or cotton balls, and it's a lamb, it's all, yeah, it's a sheep. I give that away, right? That goes to the Goodwill bin. Truly, I do think that I am going to find Allen keys in here somewhere. Ardell lashes. I never wear fake lashes. I clearly put on one pair of those. More of these masks. Are these actual masks, or are these Oh, these are used ones. They were reusable, but I definitely already used them. Okay, I'm going to speed through some of this because this is getting a little bit crazy. A thing of K tape. I can actually use this right now because I have tennis elbow, and this will be helpful. I'm going to put that with the bathroom things. Some sort of lotion, some tube of. I was looking for Claritin D not too long ago, but this expired in 2024, so that's going away. Another pin from Pomp and Whimsy is a brand, a liqueur brand that a friend of mine used to own. It doesn't exist anymore, but they made really cute things. This is okay. This is first aid. Ugh. It's like gauzy, but it's like covered in stuff. And if the whole point of this is that it's going near a wound, I don't think I should have that. I have tea that is not that old. So okay, something from the ordinary. All of this is getting tossed. One of these days, we're going to come across a hope bin that has all of the cords in it, and it is going to be a project of mine to organize all of the cords by what type of cord they are, and have like all of the USB-C to USB-C, USB-C to lightning, lightning to lightning, whatever. All of those things are going to be together in their own separate little things and labeled, and so that I will be able to find them. Okay, that's going to go where I know that the rest of the cords are in a different hope bin for that project. We did actually open. Oh, there's an unused one of these. I can go in the bathroom with makeup things, costume stuff. We were actually able to. My person helped me, and I just got all realized that they could use some scissors because I didn't have the right type of thing to open up. If you saw that video about trying to fix the light, I didn't have the right thing to open it, and so then they realized that they could do it with scissors, and so they did that, and then we were able to get that off. But then I still wasn't able to get it to work yet, but we'll work on that. This is the case from an old toothbrush that I don't have anymore, and it's also gross, so it's gonna go away. An old mask. This is just a lot of really old. I feel like this needs to be higher so you can see that I am actually making progress. Blocky. This I'm keeping. I remember this discovery set, and I feel like I remember being sad that this one went away. It's called, I'm gonna spray it actually. It's called Press Club. Smitten is, thanks. I am smitten. Yeah, this is like, these Blocky was like all fragrances based on, I think, like historic vibes kind of thing. And it's very, ooh, ah. She just tried to talk to me. I don't want to say her name. It's like smoky and spicy. It's I assume they still exist. It's just like the thing about all of these like niche fragrance places. I ordered that discovery set and then I never ended up getting a full bottle of anything. That smells really good though. More little dental. I feel weird getting rid of all the little flosser guys. This is an unused toothbrush head from Quip. Yeah, these are whatchamacallit, the Combs a row that I took off of of a Denman brush. Sorry, I was laughing at your and the rest of her name. This was a travel case for the little guys. a travel razor. I don't use this razor anymore. I'm not gonna buy a Venus. Is this okay? Is that worth giving away to somebody who uses a Venus razor? Because they still use the same connectors, right? Like, would that person? No. I should just get rid of that. I think everything in here. I think all of this is. There is a cord, okay. But also these are like USB, and this goes to that. I actually don't know what this is for. Let's see. Once upon a time. Thank you for the flosser encouragement. I really appreciate it. Like many millennials, I did Ipsy for 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, I got more little bags that I still use. I'm going to put this with the travel stuff because I do legitimately still use them for kind of just like sorting things out. When I travel, I have just so many old Ipsy bags, which is funny to me. Okay. Face stuff. Another razor. All of this is toss. This was, yeah. Anything under $5 is simple. I love you. See, this is. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this more often. This, I don't think I've ever actually used it. Again, like the lipstick. It's Marc Jacobs. It's got a leather thing, and it's like, I think it's a fragrance, like a solid. Oh my God, I don't know if I can even open it. Something. Is it? Yeah, solid perfume. Doesn't even smell like anything, but it was so pretty. So I just had it like sitting there. Do I still want it to sit on? No, it's kind of like dented. It's not as pretty as it once was. I'm getting rid of it. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just making executive decisions. Okay. I think all of this. Oh, a cute little charm. I don't know what that came from. It says open my heart. Okay, that's gonna go in with jewelry stuff. Just lifting this up so you can see. That is an Apple Watch band. I haven't worn my Apple Watch in I don't even know how long. If you can replace it in less than 20 minutes for less than $20, get rid of it. Sure, yeah. That I feel like even if I were to wear my Apple Watch, A, it is on a different band now, clearly, because I took this band off of it, and B, this one is like dirty and stained, which is probably why I changed it. Do we think this Band-Aid will still work? Because I am covered in hydrocolloid Band-Aids because of all of my bug bites. So I'm going to keep that. C-bands. Those are for motion sickness. I'm going to keep those. I think everything. More Band-Aids. I do love. Sorry, those are my favorite types of Band-Aids. I feel like those are good to have around. Everything else in here is a toss, which is going to make this the trash bin. It's just going to straight up, because today is trash day, which means all of this can actually just get tossed without sticking around for a long time waiting for me to do something with it. Okay. I didn't even plan to do this on trash day, but that was kind of the best idea that I've ever had. I do often I'm not good at opening my PR and like box mount. I like let things build up until they're box mountain. And so I like to do it on trash day. That is definitely, it just like encourages me to not only like open all of the things, but also break down the boxes, get them into recycling and like get them out of my house. Cause that is the really difficult part. Fridge and freezer on trash day, also very smart. Yeah, I have a couple things that I need to clear out of the fridge. I was really sad that I didn't make it to the farmer's market this week. I'm lacking in tomatoes now. I'm gonna go to a different market than the one I typically go to, just so I can stock up on tomatoes and stone fruits. I've never been like obviously like I know like things are delicious in season, and I very into tomatoes during tomato season. Like I only eat tomatoes during tomato season. Like you will not catch me eating fresh tomatoes the rest of the year. I am kind of weird about it. But stone fruits have just like never been my fruit of choice. And then last week, this guy was giving out samples of his pluots, and I was like, I immediately like ran over and bought a bunch of them. And then I was like living on those last week too. And now I'm really bummed to not have any pluots or I don't know, nectarines or peaches or plums or something. Cherries, maybe? I don't know. It's a good season. Okay, this entire thing is getting tossed. That's good. And this goes into my office, and giant box now empty. Yay! I also sometimes forget that apples are delicious. I also joke that I forget sandwiches exist sometimes. Like I eat bread and I eat things, but I like don't often put them into sandwich form. And then sometimes I have a sandwich and I'm like, oh my God, you can just make those at home. I think that about apples sometimes. I'll like have an apple and peanut butter and be like, wait, we were really onto something with this. Yeah, you could just make a sandwich. You could just have a sandwich and an apple whenever you want. Isn't that nice? Okay, all of the little piles actually feel very manageable in that I know where they're going to go. So that feels good. Thank you. That's 2 bins down. Yes, banana and peanut butter. When I was a kid, what did I love? I loved to do peanut butter, banana, pretzel, and honey sandwich. That was my camping food of choice. I once left a half-eaten one of those sandwiches in my car when we were camping, my parents' car, because I was a kid. And then we woke up in the morning with paw prints all over the car. And my dad was like, who left food in here? And I was like, oops, that was me. I have learned much since then. I'm really good about bare boxes as an adult. As a child, I did not know any better. Ooh, I do love a simple salami sandwich. The Proof Bakery in Atwater Village in LA, if anybody lives in LA, has basically my favorite sandwich. And it's so simple. It's just like a salami and manchego and some arugula on buttered little baguette. It is so delicious. And they're like the little baguettes. They're like this big, whatever it is that you call those ones, and they bake them fresh. And it's just like the perfect little size. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay. Well, I'm really proud of me for getting through these, and I'm proud of you for getting through all of the things that you have gotten through. Thank you for joining me to body double this stuff, because honestly, it really does help. And baby steps are still steps. And even if there is more to tackle, like just having a little bit done, I feel like action begets action, right? Like once you start getting things done. Yes. Proud of everybody. Thank you for joining. And I'm definitely going to do more of these. I probably will do some that are hope bins, but also they might just be like miscellaneous tasks around the house that I need to get done. And it's, especially living alone, I feel like it's really nice to have the motivation of like showing up and doing it with other people. So thank you so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining also for like my very first YouTube live. I really genuinely appreciate that and for just being here. And good luck with everything else that you have to get done tonight. And I will see y'all soon. And I was like, I don't even know where the end button is because this is my first time here. And now I found it. Okay. Bye. Have a good night.